Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So today we are starting to have fun, I guess. So as I mentioned in our last video, we flew to the US with the plan to make a family trip. So Justin and I went ahead to get the vehicle ready, make sure everything was in good order, and Jaylene got sick. So now we're here in the US waiting for her to heal up so that so mom and dad and Jaylene can join us. And we're kind of trying to, lay low and not spend too much. But it's getting boring. All we do is just sit in a hotel room all day. So today we're gonna go get some camping gear and we're gonna go camping. We're in Oklahoma right now and our plan is to head west to Las Vegas. Mom and dad are gonna fly to Las Vegas and we'll meet them there. So we're gonna camp along the way and let's see where this adventure brings us. Alright, first, we gotta check out the hotel room. Then we're gonna go shopping to buy all our camping gear. And then, let's go camping. Well, we've arrived at Tucumcari. This is where we were planning to camp for the night, but doesn't really look like camping weather. Maybe it's pouring, and it's windy, and there's lightning, which is not ideal for camping. So we'll probably just go and get a hotel room for tonight. There's always next night. But the weather is beautiful. Oh, it's looking good. It's windy and raining and hard. There's even a guy that just fell down beside his car in the parking lot. That was funny. He was a kid, so he was fine. He just slipped down. Nothing happened. But it's raining. And there's quite a lot of lightning. I love it. I love it. Alright, I'm gonna see if I find a good hotel room nearby and we'll just stay in a hotel for the night. Food doesn't go bad. We can always just still eat the same food we were planning to eat. It'll be fine. We are gonna be okay.
Their way through some brambles and found themselves standing round an old tree that was heavy with large, long ago the better person's hands and the roots.
Oh, no! Ik wou niet 10 minuter voor, dus dat is zo goed dat je zei. Oh,
It's a little bit rain.
ik vraag me of je niet campen in de
Yeah, so
de tent wanneer je moet storen blijven.
I kind of feeling it's a bit still. I can't even draw still.
Ik weet niet of zij aan fucking baan gestopt is. Oh man!
Not us.
De van die huis niet rijden van oei.
That us did and not letting go. Thanks to Bill.
Oh!
What's he like? Exhaust or wood of mark?
Think so, what? Ah! Oh, here's some subway hoor. Uncle Johnny and on man. Hey, check this out. So this is called Blue Hole in Santa Rosa. Never been to the Belizean Blue Hole that's on the ocean, so yeah, this is the next best thing. It's 80 feet deep, 40 feet wide, and they're scuba diving it, which looks like a lot of fun. Well, I didn't come prepared for that this time, so I'll leave that for someone else. Alright, back on the road. Check out all that scuba gear over there. I should just run over, grab a tank and a BCD and just jump in. They wouldn't mind, right? I mean, it's, you know, I'm just going in the hole. It's not like I'm gonna run away. Seeing as we've got plenty of time, we're gonna take a stop in a Petrified Forest and see what all the fuss is about. Alright, here we are in the oh wait, I should probably keep my hands on the wheel. Going through Petrified Forest. It's a really beautiful place. It looks good. That's true. But I don't really like them just really coming out with a lie. Like the first thing the guy says is, yeah, 280 million years ago, blah blah. Nah. 280 million years ago? Nope. No way. I'm not wearing seatbelt. I should. I'll put it on. I mean, it looks nice and all. Yeah, that looks really good. Just look at all them chickens. I mean, look at all them rocks. And that tree is a tree that turned into a rock. Just keep going. Well, we are running out of time. We're supposed to be out of the park at 6 and it is right now 6 o'clock and we're still about 5 miles out. So we're gonna come back tomorrow and finish the rest of this. Seen some good sights so far, but we didn't have enough time to look at everything, so we'll come back tomorrow. Anyway, it's a really beautiful place. Some good looking rocks. Some good sights. Some signs that don't make sense, like you're not supposed to climb rocks. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna head out, find a spot to set up camp, and the road is kind of bumpy in case you can't see. Oh well. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can find a spot to set up our camp, and if not, or if the weather, wow, this road is absolutely horrible. If the weather continues the way it looks now, we might end up going to a hotel again, because it's starting to get really cloudy and it looks like it's gonna storm and rain again. But let's see what happens. I'd have loved to camp out this night, but if it rains and there's as much wind as there was last night, That isn't going to be possible. Alright, let's see if they're still going to let us out or what they're going to say if we get there after 6, because it's after 6 already and we're still not out. But I don't want to speed. I want to keep their speed limits. If they complain, I'll tell them that it's because of their speed limits. They should have, you know, had faster speed limits. That's their problem.
Jullie talen beschrijft dingen waar je voor camp opzet.
Hier is niet halt. Remember, all it halt hier is stein. Now, I have to warn you, like, if I was back home, I would sleep in a tent. I wouldn't care. But when you're traveling and you know that you're gonna be, you know, keep traveling for another few weeks, you don't want to just throw your health out the window and sleep in a tent. Like, it would be very, very horrible if, you know, we get all sick because we got wet and cold, and now we have to carry the wet tent and the wet bedding and the wet everything. It's just not worth the hassle. Alright, here we are at our campsite for the night. Got our tent there, just gonna set it up right there. And this is where we're gonna sleep, in the great outdoors. Right underneath the power lines. Could end badly. We'll be fine. Well, good morning, guys. So this night was a success. Camping went great. And we're now headed back to Petrified Forest to explore the rest of it. So I'm pretty sure some of you are wondering if I believe that those are actual trees turned to rock. And yes, they are. So a particular instance that I've read up on is Mount St. Helens when it erupted. They found out that there were trees that were turned to rock in a matter of weeks, if I remember correctly. And that was a small volcano. Well, it wasn't small, but, you know, compared to other volcanoes that are out there, and especially if you think about that there was a flood in the Bible times. Why couldn't there have been a lot bigger volcanoes back then? And they could cover a whole area, like, yeah, a much larger area. So what happens is when a volcano's ash covers trees, and it's the heat and everything combined, it can turn wood into stone. I'm not going to go into all the details and explain exactly how it works, because I don't quite understand it myself, but it has something to do with the heat of the volcano and then also the ashes and everything. So instead of it having taken, you know, millions and millions of years that they're saying it took, it probably only took a few weeks at most for all these trees here to become rocks. And I guess while we're on the subject, I do believe Grand Canyon was formed the same way. Now they'll tell you it took millions of years, you know, the river's erosion slowly ate away all the rocks and everything. But no, that is scientifically impossible. If you would look at the rock layers and everything, it doesn't work. Because some of those rock layers are soft rock, which means they would have completely eroded to nothing in the millions of years it took for the river to erode down. So instead, looking back to Mount St. Helens, it carved a 500-foot deep canyon in a matter of days, which just goes to show the amazing power that volcanoes have. So I do believe the same thing happened with the Grand Canyon. I think there was a lot of water flowing at the same time, and it simply cut through the rock in a matter of, again, a matter of days, possibly weeks, but a very short time. So I do believe that all these things are naturally caused. I don't think that God created the world. I don't think God created the Grand Canyons the way they are. But He did allow the flood to come. He did allow some great catastrophe to create these amazing landscapes. So that's what I believe. A lot of you are probably going to disagree. That's okay. But let me know in the comments what you think. And show me your explanations. Anyway, right now, I'm not out here to get into big fights about what caused everything. I'm just out here to enjoy the beautiful nature. So let's head back out there and see what else we can see. I really found some beautiful rocks to make this. That tree right there is the biggest one they found. It's about 10 feet. It's 10 feet from this side to that side. That's a pretty big tree. Turned to rock. Oh yeah, and that's your warning not to try to steal rocks, because your car is gonna look like that afterwards. That's good to know. Don't try to steal the rocks, guys. Wow, what a hole! That is a meteor crater. So yeah, that's a pretty massive hole left by a crater. Left by a meteor. So this is actually pretty massive. If you look, there's people over there. And then there's just a giant hole. So yeah, there you go. Way over there's a couple of people. That's huge. That is huge. hit a mountain coming down and viewing the Grand Canyon for the first time. It's beautiful. If you've never been to the Grand Canyon and you're thinking about going, go. It's worth it. So we're not even to the canyon yet. We're just kind of overlooking the valley. It's just beautiful here. Just absolutely beautiful. Breathtaking. It's just breathtakingly beautiful. I always thought it would look good, but I never imagined it would look this good. Alright, well that has been Horseshoe Bend. That place has been on my bucket list for years and finally went to shoot it today. And it's as good as it's better than the pictures, man. So the good part was a gorgeous sunset, which doesn't happen all the time, but we were blessed with one today, so that was great. We're gonna head back to the campground now, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings.